how did Jesus take the punishment for your sin? I say he died for my sins on the cross. Oh, so Zach, you say that death, physical death, is the punishment for sin, right? Yeah, he died for my sins. If that be the case, Zach, this man is telling me, if you have committed sins in your life and God kills you physically, you have paid the punishment for your sin. Then he should take you to heaven, because that's what Jesus took. And I'm stuck. What answer will you give? If physical death is the punishment for sin, then when you die, you've been punished for your sin. God should raise you up and take you to heaven. But I know, when I say, hey, hang on. No, let me correct that, I tell him. Physical death is not the punishment for sin. The punishment for sin is being forsaken by God forever. And that's what we call hell. More than the physical fact of hell or worms or fire or anything, the fact is you're forsaken by God forever. Oh, she said, okay. So, then did Jesus suffer hell, if that is the punishment for sin? And then if I don't know the answer, again I'm stuck. Now there are some charismatic preachers today who stick to the King James Version of the Bible, who read in Acts chapter 2, the King James Version, that Jesus descended into hell for 3 days. And the word is not hell, the word is Hades, which has been wrongly translated by the King James Version as hell, but it's translated in the NASB as Hades. But they take that and say, after Jesus died, this is wrong teaching, by the way, after he died, he went for 3 days to hell and suffered all the agony of hell, and then he came out of the grave. There's not a verse in Scripture to prove that. It's a completely wrong teaching, but there are a lot of people who preach it and believe it, among some of today's famous television preachers. But then we ask ourselves, if the punishment for your sin is hell, Jesus had to suffer that. Otherwise, he has not taken your punishment. Physical death cannot be the punishment for your sin, because that everybody gets. And those who die physically, nobody would go to hell then, because everybody dies physically is taking the punishment. If hell is the punishment for sin, then Jesus faced it. Where did he face it? He faced it on the cross. The first 3 hours, as far as we know, he was not forsaken. There were other things happening, but the last 3 hours, it was darkness, and that was the time when he was forsaken by his Father. And that's why he cried out,